we're so used to the fact that specifically Lucasfilm is so absolutely freaking dysfunctional beyond belief that when a normal process happens, we're shocked by it.
Renegade Online.
So we kind of danced around this one earlier. Yeah.
Well, we got pictures. That's more than we can say for 95% of the movies that have been announced for Star Wars.
And there's a picture of Ryan Gosling and some kid. So, honestly, I don't care. Well, we have heard about this, a couple of things, but let's go into this. So we talked about a minute ago, we had the Puck article up. Top 20 most important things for Gen Alpha. Star Wars not in the top 20. I posited that if we extended that list to the top 50, there's a chance that Star Wars may still not be in it. Okay? But we got a new Star Wars movie coming that nobody's going to want to watch.
Hey, it's replacing Rey. That's right. Listen, where's Rey at? I don't see her anywhere.
Nope. There's no script. There's no production schedule. There's nothing going on. But don't worry, because Star Wars Starfighter takes place 5 years after the events, according to rumors, 5 years after the events of the rise of Palpatine.
Which would seem to have been when the Rey movie also would have occurred.
Well, I thought it was 5 or 10 years later. I don't know if they ever specified when that was going to happen. I thought it was maybe 10 years later. But whatever. Doesn't really make a difference. So that some will say, well, we decided to do this one first to set up the rate.
What if she cameos? Valiant. What if Daisy Ridley is in there for 5 minutes? Because Kathy said so.
I wouldn't at all be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Would you?
They got to set up, because they got to make an effort, right? If they're going to do a Rey movie, they got to make you excited about it. Well, the sequel trilogy didn't. It did the opposite. So what do you got to do? Oh, we got to get the Deadpool and Wolverine guys in here to do Starfighter. And then we'll put Daisy in there for 5-10 minutes. People will love her. They'll remember who she is.
Well, that's just it. I mean, they've allegedly decided to set this movie 5 years after the events of I'm Rey Skywalker. Into that movie. And so, all right, so we're rolling with the timeline. We're going to go ahead and continue right on. Okay, well, then, yeah, it would make sense. Well, we don't have enough to make a Rey movie, but we know what we want to do with it, right? It's about her starting the new blah, 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 Jedi Order.
Got to hunt down those 10,000 extra Emperor Palpatines that are hanging out in the galaxy somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, so... will they have her show up? Will they talk about her? Will they this? Will they that? What are we even doing at this point? The First Order.
I don't know what's going on in the galaxy. I have no idea. Nobody, even the people who love Star Wars that watch the trilogy, they don't know what happened or what's going on, and nobody cares.
Nope, nobody cares. The Star Wars Starfighter cast has officially taken shape with 2 major additions: Amy Adams, and Aaron Pierre. Variety confirmed the news this week, highlighting how quickly the project has gone from announcement to active filming. They're so desperate to get something going before Bob Iger leaves. At the same time, it's impossible not to notice the stark contrast with the new Jedi Order film, better known as the Rey movie, which was unveiled with great fanfare more than 2 years ago at Star Wars Celebration, but still shows zero signs of life. First unveiled at Star Wars Celebration in Japan, April of this year, Star Wars Starfighter was pitched as a bold new story. The timeline has been nothing short of remarkable. Only months later, principal photography began in the UK. Yeah, how did we go from surprise April 2025 to we are now filming 3 months later? I guess Charmin Obaid-Chinoy is still busy making men feel uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Principal photography began in the UK. Ryan Gosling previously confirmed for a leading role. And now the addition of Amy Adams and this Pierre fella, I don't know who this is, cements the picture as one of Lucasfilm's fastest moving theatrical efforts in years. It's the only theatrical movement in years, besides Mando and Grogu.
which is season 4. It's literally season 4 from the Disney Plus series.
It was a TV show that they decided to push to theaters. You know, you notice the theme with Disney, right? We got Moana 2 that was pushed from a TV show into theaters. We got Mando and Grogu pushed from TV into theaters. What was the other one I'm thinking of that was meant for TV and then pushed into theaters?
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. That's what the live action this year was for that. Yeah. So all that. I mean, that's the theme, right?
Get it off those Disney Plus books.
Yeah. So Aaron Pierre, I don't know what he was.
I don't know, but he looks like a cartoon character.
I don't know who this is. Okay. With cameras already rolling, Starfighter is on track for May 8th, 2020, or May 28th, 2027. That sort of efficiency, less than 6 months between official and production, suggests the story and creative direction were locked in before fans ever knew it existed.
Or it suggests that they took it to Kathleen Kennedy and she said, "Oh, dear God, please, yes."
I mean, here's what's so bad is that people probably think, wow, this is crazy. This is how movies normally are done. You have an idea, you have a concept, everything is go, you get a green light for it, and then the announcement is made. We're so used to the fact that specifically Lucasfilm is so absolutely freaking dysfunctional beyond belief that when a normal process happens, we're shocked by it. That a script was greenlit and locked in, and then an announcement was made. We're used to the exact opposite. We're used to Kathleen Kennedy waddling out onto a stage or something and telling us about all the stuff that's in the back of her mind rattling around that's never going to happen because she doesn't know how. And that's it again.
It strikes me. Okay, so I just wonder if after Deadpool and Wolverine and after the box office and what it did, if somebody like a Bob Iger didn't go to Sean Levy and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you a Star Wars movie. I'm going to go tell Kathy that's happening.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get started."
It's Alan Bergman and Iger, I'm sure. Because, I mean, Sean Levy has done other projects for Disney, right? The last of which was, Deadpool and Wolverine, right? No.
Yep.
No. That was Sean. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was thinking of somebody else. That was Sean Levy, which was greenlit by Bob Chapek. So he's got a proven track record here. So you had Deadpool and Wolverine that came out and hit the theaters a year ago right now. Obviously, he had a good idea for what he wanted to do. His approach with the Star Wars thing. Hey, let me do a Star Wars movie. He was already working with Marvel. He had a relationship with Marvel. He had a relationship with Alan Bergman and Bob Iger before he had a relationship with anybody at Lucasfilm. That much I think we can comfortably say. And then suddenly we get this. That's what I've been thinking. I'm like, because we were talking a few weeks ago how Alan Bergman's one grace as head of studio or film production at Disney is that he has kept Kathleen Kennedy from putting anything else out since the rise of Palpatine. So good on him. So then I wonder when a movie like this gets announced, and they're going to try to get this released on May 28th, 2027. Maybe it happens then. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. That's going to be awful close to when they release Avengers Doomsday earlier in May.
I see Disney leadership looking at Star Wars and saying, all right, what do we got up next? Well, we got this lady here who says she makes men uncomfortable, Charmino Bechnoy. And they said, what about that guy who just made us lots of money at the box office? What do you do? Well, he did Free Guy before that. Good enough. He's hired. Delay that. Don't say anything about us, closing down the project. Just delay it forever and tell Kathy we got this on the way. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah, this is what we're doing now. And for those of you out there in the audience, I know some of you scratching your head. What I just said about Avengers Doomsday, listen to me. It'll be May of 27. I'm sticking to this. Until I see this movie actually come out in theaters Christmas of 26, I'm going to believe it.
They're still writing it. There's
I know.
We reported on this a month or so ago that they had brought in Michael Waldron. They're still writing it, and we are months into production.
Yep. They started principal photography on Doomsday allegedly, in May?
At least.
May or June. I think it was sometime in May. Pretty sure it was the beginning of the summer. So, I mean, we're I think, almost 2 months into allegedly when principal photography was suggested to have begun. And I mean, we're not talking about, the podunk rumor mill here. I mean, this was official, and we're still writing it. Does somebody really want to tell me that a movie with 100 different Marvel characters in it and all this other crap, and God knows how much and you know damn well there's no way they're getting through the first full round of post-production and that they're not coming back and shooting more.
Well, what they did, Valiant. So we've got a source who told us this is how this played out. I don't know if we've said this live before. So people out there may hear this for the first time. Here's a little scooperooski for you. Don't do this too often anymore, but here's a scoop. What they did, Valiant. Hey, get me back on the screen. What are you doing, man? Come on now. Hogging on the spotlight.
That's the button I meant to hit.
What they did, apparently, is they filmed the Fantastic Four versus X-Men stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what they took like a month to do. And a lot of those actors never saw each other. They just in front of a blue screen, green screen, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is they figured, okay, whatever is in the script, whatever we end up doing, this fight scene is going to happen. And this is going to be a big deal. We'll come back and we'll figure it out. But for right now, what we can do is we can do the Fox X-Men versus the Fantastic Four. So they spent like a month just shooting that until they could try to get a script together. They still don't have it.
Make sure you're subscribed to Valiant Renegade and join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern for the live show.